Who did I get? I had to have gotten someone by now. At least someone from the VODs, you know? Alright. But we have a talking stream today. Is that crazy? It's been like a while. Okay, well, I guess every 3D stream is also just a talking. I guess every stream is technically a talking stream. But like this one is going to be mainly more focused on talking, I guess. But would be. But Tyson, hello! I think my song in reverse sounds cooler. Oh, that is a thing though. Some songs do sound a lot better in reverse, or like even slow down and stuff. That's cool. But we're going to be. Okay, so I know the title says grinding in Digimon or grinding Digimon. But I'm not going to actually be like grinding them up and like turning them into food. I'm going to be, you know, as one does, getting them XP through cheesing methods. Because, alright. What I have is 3 platinum shits, right? Look at that, fucking disgusting. But what they do have is an increase in XP, right? And so I have 3 of them, and then I also have 6 XP boosts. So two per shit, which basically means I can get an abnormally large amount of XP. Alright. So we're just gonna be farming while I figure out random shit to talk about. Cause yeah. I mean, like, I'm sure there's like lots of things to talk about. It's just kinda hard when you're like do you guys ever get like called on by the teachers or whatever? And the teachers are just like, oh hey, can you you over there, Dave, I see you picking your nose in the back of the class. Can you come up here to the front of the class and answer this question? And it's like some stupid ass math question or something. Like, it just puts you on the spot. So even if dumb little Dave, who's picking his nose, knows the question, then like he might just forget it because, you know, that's Dave. Okay, so we have 14,000 XP, alright. With 2 shits and some crazy woman with a sword. Alright. So I'm gonna save real quick because I might die to do this. But I'm going to take off these and organize. Actually, yeah. So let's say let's demonstrate, right? With and without XP boost. So this one will be without any XP boosts. Alright. I'll be able to get rid of these guys faster, yes. But like... Okay, well, not as fast. Not as fast as I would have liked. There we go. And we'll see the amount of XP. We'll do this real quick. It's... That's so sad. It's 1,000 XP. Okay. Now we're going to try with the platinum shits. Okay, so all 3 of them have the XP boost. Alright. And the battles are going to be a lot harder because it's like, okay, so imagine you shit metal, right? Okay, so if you shit metal and you throw it at someone, right? That's basically how hard this is going to be. Because, like, the other battle was like, oh, I have 3 randos here to just take out some stranger. But now it's 3 pieces of shit that I'm chucking at a wolf and a werewolf guy. Like, it's not gonna be good. But... Oh, hello, how you doing? Hopefully well. With your addiction is progressing. Any new stuff? Try watching anime or something? Okay, so what did I do yesterday? Did I stream? I don't think I streamed yesterday. I played Digimon yesterday. I worked on the bathroom yesterday. At the moment, I'm cheesing for experience right now. I'm currently demonstrating the power of shit. So the difference in XP where I'm currently am is without any XP boosts, it will give me 1000 XP. With 3 shits, each equipped with 2 XP boosts each, that gives me 18,000 XP. I think that's a pretty good difference. That's like, what, 18 times? Times the original? It's perfect! Maximum shitty power? Nearly maximum shitty power. I would need to upgrade this fucker. His max level is 86 right now. And then I would need to give all of them extra stats, because, like, the only thing they're good at is their defense, actually. But, like... like, what good is a piece of shit if it can't, like, fight something, you know? That's what monkeys did. You know, they would, like, chuck shit at each other or something. I think also it's a type, because, like, whatever type this one, I think this one's, is this virus? Or the shit's virus type, and then, Greymon is vaccine or something? I don't know, I don't remember. He might be data. But, it's not looking good for the shits right now. It definitely isn't. But the shits can do combos! I don't know. Okay, so nowadays you don't actually really hear of too many monkeys, like, throwing their shit at each other, though. Actually, do you know in some settings, like, Suka means beach with different spellings, so human platinum beach mons. Oh, even lovelier. Which French Revolution occurred during Marie Antoinette's reign? Marie Antoinette's reign. I need help, guys. I'm not a history buff, man. What French Revolution? Okay, so Marie Antoinette. Fuck. That was it 1800s? I don't know what revolutions happened during that. There were a lot of. I don't remember the Napoleonic Revolution being a thing. Was it? People probably revolted against Napoleon. The French Revolution? Okay. Thank you. It's so nice to have a French person here. I guess. No, fuck! Ah! Well, anyway, it was between French and Versailles. Like, I've never heard of the Napoleonic Revolution, so... maybe that's just my history class failing me. But... if I've never heard of it, it probably doesn't exist, right? This is rough. You know what? I think it'd be better to not use 3 shits in a fucking row in this section. Because, yeah, they're not dying, but, like, they're not getting a good amount of XP either. Like, XP per time, I guess. If I miss, they took my French document, so... just end stream. If we get it wrong, end stream. There's no record. Okay, I do need a switch, though, because... Get rid of you. And I'll use Lady Digimon. See, okay, so unlike other games where like you can switch out certain skills and stuff because you only have like a limit of what is that? 6 skills, 5 inherited plus 1 special move. Digimon just gives you like 20 skills, and like I always forget when I get them. I'm just like, oh shit, I have all these now. I'll choose this one. No, actually, wait. This one, then this one. Energy Spring? Who's Drain? Spirit Drain. And then Tactician, and Billionaire. Well, here they call it Great French Revolution. I know it has translated in English. Well, see, so there were a bunch of French revolutions, right? From what I recall, and I've only heard the name of the French Revolution, right? So the shits are faster than Lady Devilmon. That's so sad. If there was a piece of shit that was faster than me, I don't know what I'll do. Cause like, if I'm just like in a fucking race, right? And then it's just me and a piece of shit. Or a piece of metal shit, sorry. If it was just me and a piece of metal shit, and the metal piece of shit won, I don't know, I think I'd be devastated, man. Like, that just sounds horrible. France has almost as many revolutions as America has presidents. Really? 40-something? I think it's 40-something. My leg fell asleep. I think I sat on it weird. Can I just smack him? You guys think if I smack him, he'll die? No. I'll use this. There we go. As tempted as I am to just cut off my own leg, I probably shouldn't. It's like a sleep out and it feels numb. Ah, do you guys ever get that? Okay, so like, a few days ago, I think it was like last week or something, I like woke up and I just couldn't feel my right arm because I think I slept on it when I was reading manga to fall asleep. And I was like, what do I do? I can't feel it. But like, I don't know. It usually goes away after a while, right? But like, it took a while to get rid of. Some was small, some were bigger, but yeah, history saw 62 revolutions. That's more than the amount of presents we have, I thought. Wasn't it? Unless we had half presents, like in Gravity Falls. Let me see. How many US presidents? 46. Okay. Because I was thinking it was either 46 or 48. Yeah, 46 in terms of, or including the current one. Imagine just like, in the future, right? People somehow find their way back to the stream, and they're like, "Oh my god, only 46 presidents? We're on 87 now. That's crazy." Would YouTube will probably last that long at least, right? Oh, the French Revolution is correct. We did it. You're not getting evicted just yet, and I got a low 1 point. Low brownie points. In elementary school, they used to have like this little star point system or whatever that they would call brownie points, right? I think it was brownie points. I can't remember actually. But so they would have these brownie points, and they'd be like, "Oh, if you do a good job, you get 1 brownie point, and if you get 5 or 10 brownie points, yeah, you say in France, nice." But they're like, it was like a brownie point, and it's like, "Oh, if you get the 5 or 10 brownie points, you get a special thing," and you didn't even get a brownie at the end of it. I don't even remember what the reward was. Maybe it was, oh, you know what it was? I know what it was. You gotta pick a little thing out of the bin, right? And so it was like pencils, erasers, and stickers. I don't want none of that shit. I want a fucking brownie, man, you know? Why are you calling it brownie points if there's no brownies involved? Like, I don't know. Kinda sketchy. I'll be honest, I'm a little disappointed that these two guys survived. Like, okay, honestly though, one of the better things about Digimon is just the fact that like all the fucking Digimon can just speak. Right. You got brownie point. You got brownie point, your work was really crappy. Oh. Oh my god, I remember in elementary school, or maybe it was middle school, but like some girl got like a 98 on her math test or something, and the fucking teacher had to go and like had to be like, "Hey, it's okay, it's still a 98," because the girl was crying that she got fucking 98. And he was like, "I should have gotten 100. And it's like, bro, what the fuck is happening? Like, you got 98. I feel like that's pretty good, you know? And it's like, what was it? It was like 5th or 6th grade math test. It was like stupid fucking addition, subtraction, multiplication, division thing. Really important question. Any ultras already? Oh, yeah, I have at least one. Right? Here, I'll show you. Yeah, there you go. I'm currently trying to get a, whatever Piedmon turns into. We'll delve into the new thing, because okay. Last time I played Digimon on stream, I was at chapter 9. This time, I'm on chapter 11. I feel like that's kind of sad. Okay, let's see. So, Piedmon, right? I already have him to ABI 129. So, when he gets to level 99, I'll be able to have wherever the fuck that is. Right? And then I also have... Here, let's see. What do you do? He's just a Mega. Okay, but I have... Mastermon's only a Mega? Okay, so I did make a Mastamon, by the way. Mastamon's really fucking good. Surprisingly. I do have an Armageddon. Or Armageddon. Yeah, as you could tell, I used the XP boosts a lot for these ones. Once at the angle of finish line can be very harsh to cross. I thought there were 20 chapters, isn't it? Wait, is it not 20 chapters? Oh, I have a few. don't know how to get Slayer Dramon though, that's the thing. I need to figure out how to get a Slayer Dramon. If only they told me the names! I'll be able to do it eventually, it's just not now. Yeah, we got some megas over here. I didn't realize he has a sword. Ultimate, that's not great. What do we have? Dark Mystum. Okay, so to me, this guy looks like he's just wearing like really large overalls, and I'm just like, why have you got that small of a torso? And like what are you doing? Like, he's not even scary. If you put him in a fucking haunted house, he couldn't even fit through the fucking hallways. This guy looks pretty cool. And then yeah, I got Minervamon. And oh yeah, I did the. Oh shit! I'm wait. Yeah, I have a party memory of 84 for some reason. Only 84. Ah, true. 20 I was confused by the other achievement. Yeah, I looked at the achievement list. Grand Kuwagumon. Oh, okay, this is actually useful. Okay, so then I'll be able to, if I wanted to get another Dino Beamon, instead of having to force it out, I could have like a Mega Kabuteriumon Digivolve into a Grand Kuwagamon, and then Digi-de-evolve into Dino Beamon. Okay, that's useful. Grand Kuwagamon's awesome. He does look cool. He's got a little bit of fur on his neck. Dimension Scissor. Death penetrating strong plant attack on one foe tends to crit more often. 35 SP though. He can only use that one. Oh, actually, he's only level 1. He's only level 1. Oh yeah. Okay, I need to actually evolve. Okay, so with this one, with this Lady Devamon, my plan is to get her ABI to 80, so that I could get wherever the fuck that is. So I'm going to need to Digivolve into Locusmon. And, I feel like there's another one. Bug/alien hybrid who likes chocolate. Really? That's interesting. Oh, I thought his mandibles were arms. They're just so long. I like elephant tusks. Yeah, Piedmon's going to need to take a little bit. Minervamon isn't going anywhere. I should add someone to my party list. Who do I want to add? Oh, you're at max already. Let me Digi-evolve you. Also maybe Lilithamon. Alright, let me see. What else? Bro, everything needs cam! Okay, here's my question to you, Fire. Is there a way to increase cam? Like, to increase the amount of cam you can get per battle? Because per battle you get like 1%, right? Per battle. When you have it equipped in the main party line, right? But like, it takes forever. And like, yes, I could spend money to do it, but like, it's not economically good for me right now. I only have, how much do I have? I only have 428,669 yen. I'm like broke. Are there any other Digimon I can evolve actually? Oh, you can evolve. Yeah, I want you to evolve. Where the fuck this freak turns into? I haven't found a way either. Oh. What the fuck? This is just a dude with a volcano on his back. Like, what? Like, from the front, he looks like some regular security officer. Well, I shouldn't say regular. He looks a bit deranged. And his head kind of looks like a Lego. So, Lilithmon is pretty dangerous. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I don't think we'll be getting her on this stream. That's good to know. Thank you. That's very good to know in advance. What Gardramon? Did I have a plan for this guy? I can't remember if I had a plan for this guy. I had a plan for one of them. This is just a baby. This is just like when fucking Eggman and Sonic just like pulls up with his little vehicle and he's just sitting in there. Okay, is there anything else? This guy. There's so many Digimon I just forgot about. Well, this guy looks so ugly. What the fuck? Think yourself not in the game. Yeah. Okay. But like, what am I looking at? What? Ugh. They didn't even have any like they didn't even bother like texturing the connecting bit between the trumpet and the back. There's God, because like okay, here's my thing. Overreacting? No, that's fine. But okay, so let's get into this slightly, right? In terms of 3D modeling, you'd never want to just jam something into another thing. Right. So if you take two cubes and you jam the other cube into one cube into the other cube, that's not very good. Why? The reason why it's not good is because in real life, when you jam something into another thing, it either breaks or you're welding it. Which is why, if you're welding it, which this should be the case here, or well, something that looks like welding, you should have like a little lift around the object that's like being stuck into the thing. Because like if you were to stick a stick into a frog, right, it's not going to be completely flat like this. Anyway, that's a 3D knowledge of the day. No, pipes must be this way. It's an homage to old Tamagotchi like Digimons. No, I'm just saying the connecting part. Just the connecting part. The rest of it is, well, I mean, the rest of it looks horrible. He looks disgusting. I don't know what the fuck he's supposed to be. But, like, from a 3D standpoint. Zero, hello! Brain hurts, 3 knowledge hurts. Well, good thing we're going right back to Digimon. Yay! How's it going? You doing alright? Having a good, fun time? Have a good day? I went to get groceries earlier. I did not get nearly hit, which is good. Some people were driving wild though, but you know, that's what happens. I need the GD evolve him. Saber Huckmon. He looks so cool for a stupid name, Huckmon? I mean, what the fuck is a Huck? I don't know. Oh, he's also got... Okay, that cape kind of look like... Just the hood of the cape kind of looks bad, actually. Like, I don't really like that. Like, this angle? Yes. This angle? No. I've been well pretty much just occupied with work on something. Well, hopefully you'll get more free time at some point. And get some good R&R, whatever art. What does it mean? Relaxation and rest? Rest and relaxation? Is that what R&R is? I just forget. It's a band I am. It may just be Hackmon. That is true. They actually, I've seen a lot of misspelling so far in the dialogue. I just haven't seen it in actual Digimon. Is it actually Hackmon? Okay, so because I know when they're asking questions on the Digiline, they always like a lot of them have translation errors. Savior Hackmon. Oh, it is Savior Hackmon. No, it's Savior Huckmon. Wait, what? Wait, is it Savior Hackmon or Huckmon? The name is Savior Hackmon. Official name Savior Huckmon. Why is it Huckmon? Romanization is Hakumon. So I guess, yeah, I guess officially they just mistranslated his entire species. Close enough to Arnars and Triple. Oh, okay. I only recall Omnimon, that's as far as I can remember, but most of the time I remember how most Digimon look. Obviously, I think we all know how Agumon looks. If I could find him. Yeah! That classic little guy. I have a Nendoroid of Hatsune Miku cosplaying as Agumon. That's like the one and only Hatsune Miku thing I got, and the only one I'm willing to get. Because I was like, oh shit, it's Agumon! There's actually bubble tea that you can get from somewhere online that like comes in a can, and it's like Digimon. So I got like an Agumon one, and it was like brown sugar bubble tea. It was pretty good actually. Not bubble tea, milk tea. That's what it is. Must leave you still at work. If you stay awake, come back and watch. I will probably not be, but good luck at work, Far. You got this. Miku Agumon cosplay. That's why, right? It was like if Miku crawled into Agumon's mouth. I thought it was really funny. But was it level? No, it was. Wait, no, it was by level. The amount of I don't know. The sorting can only go one way, and it has like 5 different things. So like every time you miss it, you have to go back. Do I need to? Let me see. I'm just making sure that there's no other Digi-evolutions. Yeah, because with this guy, with this fucking Cthulhu-looking motherfucker, I want to get him to beat this thing, but I don't know what this thing is. Oh, Lumpy, hello! Eats? You're gonna eat this? That's horrible. His, like, dislocated jaw is gonna eat you instead. Wait, does he... Wait, is his right arm just one tentacle? And he has, like, an actual arm for his other... Man, Digimon are so weird. Yeah, you're gonna eat the... Okay, to be fair, though, this one would probably taste a lot better than the other ones. I think, oh, if you believe that. The wing is throwing me out. Yeah. I don't know. This guy would probably taste like octopus or squid or something, which would be more edible than, like, this one. Cause like I feel like you shouldn't be eating this one. You know, I wonder why. You love octopus? I think for me, I don't prefer octopus, but that's just because it's like slimy, I guess. I've had takoyaki before, and I do like it sometimes, but I have to like actually be in the mood for it. No, it's too hard. That's just straight metal. Yeah. Okay, what about this guy? He's like a spider scorpion. Scorpion? He's probably a scorpion. You could probably eat this one. He'll probably taste like lobster. Digimon tier lists were just like rating them on how tasty they'd be. Ooh, eat this one. What about this one? Would you eat her? Oh. That'd be horrible. I feel like you'd be near cannibalism at this point. Because, like, that's nearly a human. I mean, it's still a Digimon, of course, but, like, that's nearly a human. And then this is just, like, a human cosplayer. Oh, maybe. Oh, because of several of individual. Because of several of individual. Because of several of individual. Individual wings? Individual chicken wings. Chicken, you're gonna eat her wing? Her wings are coming out of like these fucking metal things. Most things are edible. Well, yeah. That's... I guess you could pick off parts. Like this guy, he's like half fish. You could probably eat the bottom half of him. Maybe even more than... Like, maybe like the neck down. Because you don't really know what's under there. And if you don't know what's under there, then you can't say it's cannibalism. My phone fell in it, Andrew. Damn. Your phone's not cracked though, right? I had a dream 2 days ago where my phone cracked and I took the case off and it just like melted into a pile of like shards of glass. And then I was also on a pirate ship. And I was also swinging from the ship, like on the ropes, trying to like get onto the regular part of the ship because I was at the top part. I was like swinging down and there was like a sea monster underneath me. Yeah, that's a dream I had. It just melted into... I say it melted into shards of glass, which doesn't make sense, but it's more like, imagine something like a glass cup is shattered, right? But instead of like a hammer shattering it, it was just nothing, and it just shattered and turned into a pile. It was like that. Maybe a bit more liquid though. On a pirate ship too? No, that was after. That was after. There was like there's like a giant sea monster underneath the ship. And as we all know, I have thalassophobia, so it wasn't great because like I swung down from the top and I touched the water with my hand and I was like, this is the most horrible feeling ever. And I swung onto the regular part of the ship and I'm like, thank fucking God. Holy shit. I understand, so like a cartoonish thing. Yeah, like a cartoonish thing. I tried to see what's with you. That's not the fear of deep water. The fear... Okay, let's be honest. The fear of deep water is completely understandable, right? Like, imagine you saw this fucker. Right? If you saw this fucker just swimming around, like, after you, like, put your head in, like, an ocean, I would be freaking out. Also, I never realized he could just stab you with his face. He's got, like, a face knife. This one's partially edible, I think. I don't know. I feel like he might be a little bit tough, a little bit chewy. But you could definitely get like the parts out of it. Generally, I die inside. Don't worry, me too. Subnautica is not your game then. No, I have a Subnautica stream, and it was just me and Call with Ariel as I do my best to keep my head above surface so I don't have to look at things. It was horrible. It was a smash and pass, but it said eat or pass. Well, yeah. Because what else are you going to do with Digimon? Make friends with them? I would absolutely make friends with, like, every single Digimon, except for, like, the pieces of shit and the bugs. Because, like, the bugs kind of look gross. I'll be honest. I think there's a gross one in here. This one is not edible. This is a construction site. This is... Okay, to me, this is too human, right? Like, I guess, yeah, the wing. Why is his left wing fucked up? I never realized that before. It's like someone actually tried to cook it. Lumps, did you do that? Did you cook his wing up? You try it. You try to eat it. This is why he's upset all the time. Why is that? I think eat the wing. Do you want the nice looking wing, or do you want the fucked up looking wing? If it's not a scarf. No, it looks like it's put into his back. It's just like clipping through his scarf. So I think you should be fine. This guy's too cool to eat. He's got those. I never realized before. I wish I could zoom in. He's got the fucking glasses that go between his eyes. Not over his eyes. Just between his eyes. But like, if you try to eat this guy, he'll fuck you up. Like, one punch and you're fucking dead. You would eat him, but you'd feel bad? Yeah. I don't know. I feel like a lot of furries would feel bad about eating this guy. Well, okay. Depends on what you mean by eat. Sometimes those guys are a little weird. Justimon? My controller stopped working. I don't know. I feel like this guy's too human as well. And, like, he's got an arm made out of metal. Like, would you be able to cook him? Yes. Should you probably cook him? No. Because, like, it's Justimon. He sounds like a vigilante guy. Maybe the arm? Which arm? The regular arm or the metal arm? Not the metal arm? Okay. Also, how can he see? He's like Daredevil, this guy. Although, I guess he doesn't have access to his ears either, so I guess he goes based off of taste? Oh, maybe scent, actually. That makes more sense. More sense than taste. He sees with his will. Yeah, oh no, I feel like this one isn't very edible. This one we've gone over. And then we're back at the start. Which reminds me, actually, I need to see, can I Digi-evolve any of these guys? No. Okay. I can't eat the robot, I know. You could eat this guy, though. He's like a cyborg. You could crack it open like a lobster. And eat it. I mean, cause like... I mean, he looks kind of gross, though. I don't know if you'd want to eat it. Cause like... I don't know. He's got all that, like, those wires in him and shit. Yeah, he looks like beef jerky. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see the appeal. Oh, you could eat the... I was gonna say you could eat the back of him. That kind of sounds wrong. But, like, you could tear off his face and eat him like an M&M. Because tell me this is not just an M&M cosplayer. Alright, this is just a yellow M&M who's doing cosplay. Oh, he's got eyes! Oh my god, he's got actual eyes. That's wild. Is that a lemon? I don't know. I'm hoping it's an M&M, so that's not too sour when you bite into it. This guy's too cool. Too cool to eat. I also feel like he's just 99% metal. You're eating the star. All his fans. He's going to look horrible. Completely disfigured. I don't know. I feel like this guy is just like eating a porcupine, right? He's made out of metal and he hurts. Oh. This is just a dude. I'll be honest with you. He's just some guy. You know, all the other Digimon have clothes, and this one just doesn't. I don't know why, but it feels weird. Like, I'm wondering if Cyclone eat. You'd have to. I don't know. Will his muscles taste good though? You could definitely feed like a village with this guy. I would say. Okay, yeah, this is like a toy. You should not eat this. He's like stuffed with cotton. Actually, you know what would be fucked up? If it was... What sort of guy? Stretchy or rough? Yeah, I know. This guy looks like he'd be like felt. Like a fuzzy skin. But what if like his insides were like human organs? Why he look high? Well, I don't know. He's been on that... He's been using his secret stash, you know? That's how he gets through life. People criticize him for looking like a plushie. How does he cope? Hard drugs. Actually, is there do hard drugs exist? I know hard liquor exists. Hard alcohol exists. Oh. What if this guy just like subsists off of like cough drops? That's just Ted. You're absolutely right. Ted if he got palette change. Oh, we got another Starbond. This is another M&M. Oh, we got a little baby. You guys want to eat a little baby? Granted, he's like a fucking bowling ball in like a crib, but like, you could probably crack that open, see if there's yummy goodness inside. Looks like a blueberry. The baby man. Look at that face. Could you tear out his eyes and eat them? You know, in my family, we would used to eat fish. We would like cook an entire fish and like eat it. And I can't remember who it was, but like someone said that like the eyes of the fish were good, and I tried like eating them, but it was like really hard. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And whoever said it to me was like, oh yeah, you're not supposed to like actually like swallow the eye. You're just supposed to like suck out the goop. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I could get a strike? Yeah, you could with a bowling ball. He probably like with his arm span, he could probably like grab every single bowling pin. Bruh, suck the eye. Alright? Which reminds me, I've been reading JoJo's Bizarre Adventures because part 6 of the anime came out and it's done, and I was like, man, I'm getting those JoJo cravings. So I started reading, so I read JoJo's part 7 and I'm on JoJo part 8. And oh my god, JoJo part 8 is so weird, man. I just don't eat the heads, my granny. See, it's like for some reason some people like eating the heads of fish, and like I just don't. I'm like, I don't understand the appeal. But okay, let me tell you. JoJo part 8, is JoJo worth it? Absolutely. I would actually recommend watching it because it's just easier to watch. But JoJo is definitely worth it. Part 3 is kind of long, but part 1 is short enough where like you can get right into part 2. And part 2 is my favorite, even though it doesn't have any stands. Part 3 is where they get stands. Well, let me tell you, part 8 though, they make a bet with... Okay. 2 people. They're betting on a bug fight. And they're like, second round, right? It's like, if I win, I get to lick your eyeball. And it's like, what? Why would you... Okay. So, I don't remember the... Oh, okay. So, first round, whoever loses shaves one of their eyebrows. In the second round, right? One dude wants to lick the other guy's eye, and the other guy will get a car if he wins. It's like, is licking an eyeball and getting a car equal? Not really. And it's just like 5 chapters around 2 bugs fighting. Yeah, you know, it's... You know, which one's worth more, licking the eye or getting the car? And it's like a fucking nice car, because I think it's like a Ferrari or something. But it's like, yeah, which one you want? It's depending on the person, it's equal. But yeah, apparently the person who owns the fucking car. I didn't understand it, but it was a little weird. But that's JoJo's for you. And oh my god, it's because between part 6 and 7, they did a reboot universe. So part 7 has character names from parts 1 through 3. But it's like a completely different setting, because instead of like England, it's like just like a race across the US from like California to New York or something, I think. But it was really fun, actually. It was really fun to read. Relatively short actually, because it was only 95 chapters. The part 8 Jojolian, the one with the bug fight and the licking people's eyes, he didn't act. Okay, well, did he? I don't think. A lot of things happen to people's eyes in that one. It's a little weird. That one, I would say part 8 is probably the weirdest one. Yeah. Like you would think that it just doesn't get any weirder past, like, part 6 or something. But it does. It gets so weird. Cause part 7, they're fighting over a corpse. And part 8, they're fighting over a fruit. With or without context, cannot save this. Yes, exactly. Like... let me tell you, the fucking stands, though, are, like, amazing. Because, like, I think I said that sarcastically, but, like, they're actually really good. Because... Oh, yeah, okay, what's my favorite stand from part 7? My favorite stand from part 7 would probably be... I don't know, which one would I use? Which one would I use? Okay, putting aside the main villain's stand, because obviously, like, because we all know Dio likes to, he just stops time, right? And that's super useful. But, like, if I had to choose one that wasn't stopping time, or anything like that, it would probably be, oh, Dio's again, actually, from part 7. Because, okay, so in part 7, instead of having the stand to stop time, Dio's stand, called Scary Monsters, is anything he touches can turn into a dinosaur. So he's just a fucking dinosaur, like, half the time you see him in the manga. It's like, what? Wait, what? Like, when my brother told me, he was like, yeah, so Dio, he's like a vampire, then he's able to stop time, and then he dies, and then he comes back as a dinosaur, and I'm just like, what? Like, where the fuck? Can he control dinosaurs? Yeah. Any dinosaur he creates, he controls. He can also turn other people into dinosaurs, which is kind of weird, but yeah, he does it, like, a lot. He actually gets really creative, too, with how he does it. Because he can control them and, like, change the shape of the dinosaurs, too. So that, like, there's this dead guy who's trying to hide, so he turned the dead guy into a dinosaur and, like, camouflaged it against a tree and just, like, left it there. And I'm just like, what the fuck? So basically a dinosaur army. Yeah. I don't think he has a limit of how many dinosaurs he can make. But, like, it's pretty useful. And then in part 8, Jojolian, which is the one I'm on, I think my favorite would have to be... Oh, shit. Which one would be good? Ooh. Okay. So in part 8... Oh, well... Okay, there's two stands I want. One for battle reasons and one for non-battle reasons. So the one that I would like that doesn't have any battle skills is called King of Nothing. And it's basically a bunch of puzzle pieces that when they, like, touch stuff, they can, like, turn into whatever has interacted with that thing. So, like, if some thief stole my wallet and then, like, took all the cash and then chucked the wallet back at me, I could use King of Nothing, find out exactly what the fuck he looked like and where he went, and just go there and beat the shit out of him and take the money back. Right? But it's not a fighting stand, because it's not very strong. It's like the strength of a regular human. Right? So I guess he could throw a punch, but, like, that's about it. Right? But it'd be very useful for, like, detective shit. And then the battle one, who, the battle one, who, okay, so there's this like 57-year-old baby with a stand called Ozone Baby, and his stand basically, creates like a vacuum, so like, or well, not vacuum, but like increases pressure, in certain areas, and so it will basically explode everything of you, and you'll just not be alive. How's that, baby? Cool, because he's small like a baby. It's so weird how they introduce him too, because like how they introduce him is like he's just this little guy sitting on the fucking sidewalk, and he's like, "Hey, do you think that chick over there is looking at me?" And it's just like this woman with her fucking back turned. Then like after the baby and the other guy finishes their conversation, then the woman who he thought was like checking him out, she like drives past him in her like fucking super sports car, and then drops her fucking phone number because she actually was like looking at him. And I'm just like, what? That's insane. And then like the next time you see him is like when he's it's so weird because he looks like a fucking old baby, but like the next time you see him is when he's in bed with a woman under the sheets. And I'm just like, what? Oh my gosh. It's nuts, man. Oh my god. And there's like an entire like half chapter in part 8 that was like dedicated to describing how the fuck rock humans work, because there's rock humans for some reason. So yeah. Honestly, they should have put rock humans in the one called Stone Ocean. But they just put rock humans in the one called Jojolian. Because what is it? It's like, part 1 is, I forget what it's called, Phantom Blood or something? Part 2 is Battle Tendency. Part 3 is Stardust Crusaders. Part 4 is Diamond is Unbreakable. Part 5 is I don't know, something with Dio's son. Part 6 is Stone Ocean. Part 7 is Steel Ball Run. Part 8 is Jojolian. And Part 9, which is currently being made, is JoJo Lands, which is said to be the final installment, which is kind of sad, but it makes sense. But yeah, JoJo's weird, man. Hey Lumps, would you eat this one? This one looks fucking fugly, man. I don't like the design of this guy. He looks like an... First of all, his eyes look like an idiot, right? And like, why has he got like the tape over his belly button? Like, are his organs gonna spew out if he like takes them off? Yes, you would eat this thing? You'll be putting it out of its misery. Like, goddamn. Oh, this is just a human. Oh, I didn't realize he's wearing a hat. Why is he wearing a hat? If he took off the hat, he'd look a lot more like RoboCop. I will say though, he would chop it up and eat it. That makes sense. You wouldn't roast it whole and put it like on a spit roast? There's a... What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, okay. RoboCop, right. I actually have the game of RoboCop. And it's actually pretty fun. It's just that it heats up my computer a fuck ton. I was thinking about... Because the original RoboCop came out a very long time ago, right? And I think the original RoboCop was actually a lot better. You not eat it whole. Oh, he's... This guy's gonna be so sad you're not eating him whole. What about his eyes? Would he suck on his eyes? I think he'd burn me, actually. Well, he's a volcano. Of course he'd burn you. But, oh, we've reached the end. Time to look in the Digibank. This guy... I don't know. He's like nearly a furry. But anyway, RoboCop, right? So, The original RoboCop was actually pretty good. I actually enjoyed it a lot better than the reboot one because the reboot one kind of sucks. The original one. To you're conflicted. Why don't you think about it a little more when I talk about RoboCop, right? Because okay, the reboot RoboCop. Spoilers for the first like 20 minutes. RoboCop, the reboot RoboCop. How he loses most of his body is there's a car bomb in his car, right? Because some criminals don't like him. They put a car bomb in his car, right? The original RoboCop. Oh my god, how he lost all his limbs was this group of criminals that he was chasing down whipped out shotguns and just started shooting off his limbs and then shooting his torso. A car bomb? Yeah, they just car bombed it. It was kind of lame, actually. You can't load your old files now. That's not good. What happened? But yeah, the original RoboCop, they took shotguns to his limbs and shit. And like, you just see him on the ground and he's like, all his limbs are gone. And he's got like holes in his chest and he's just like looking up at the ceiling and he's like, ah, ah. Like, it was so good. And then with a reboot, they just made it lame. Like, I don't know, when you're introducing a traumatic event that takes away most of your limbs, you should make it cool as fuck. And I think shotguns was really, the original execution was brutal. It was so brutal, but it was so good because they did it so well. Because I think the reason why he couldn't fight back was because they just shot off his hand that was holding the gun, so he couldn't do anything after that. He was just holding his hand, and then they blew off his like other arm, then they blew off the rest of his first arm, and then they like took out his legs and shit. They started firing into his chest, and like the only parts that survived were like his brain, his eyes, parts of his face, and like his lungs and heart. Because like even his stomach got fucked up, and it's like, man, it was wild. I wasn't expecting too much out of the reboot. It was a solid sound. It has huge damage. Oh yeah. Oh, it's okay. Honestly, the reboot is actually a lot better than modern reboots that happened nowadays. But it just wasn't as good as the original. I will say something that was better than the original, from what I've heard, because I've never watched the original, because the reboot was so good. Dread. The Dread movie, the new one, was so fucking good. Holy shit. I really like that one. Because it's like, in the future, after nuclear fallout, there's these mega cities. And you follow Judge Dredd in Mega City 1. And his, like, new intern, the psychic. And, like, their first, her like test or whatever. After a handful of hearing it's been said, it was so good, man. You gotta watch Dread. Like the new one, so good. But like it was so well done and like, oh my god, I really liked it. It's gruesome and like kind of fucked up a lot of the time, and like the first like deaths that aren't by Judge. Yeah, okay, yeah, because like okay. The first death by Judge Dredd, or like one of the first 3 deaths that Judge Dredd caused, because he was like, I sentence you to execution, and they like fucking shoots a fireball in some dude's mouth. And it's like, yo, what the fuck? And like, the next 3 kills that aren't by him are just like these 3 guys who got fucked up, they got skinned, and they got chucked off like an 80-floor building. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? It was really good, though. Highly recommend it. Man, at this point, I just need to pull out the movie list. Because the movie list helps here. You know? You gotta just, like, okay, if I can just say shit, without context in a lot of movies, I feel like it can just draw people into watching those movies. Well, okay, I think it depends on the movie, actually. Because, like, some things are just, like... Yeah, so this guy, he was getting the shit beaten out of him, and then, he suddenly is able to, move like a fucking robot and then half decapitates this one guy with a knife. Like, that was Upgrade. It's actually, they put Upgrade recently on, it was either HBO Max or Netflix. I can't remember. But, like, I think it was Netflix, actually. But, like, that one was good. I really like Upgrade. Upgrade is, like, one of the lesser-known movies that, like, people just never see. And I actually really recommend that, because I've seen it 3 times, and it's pretty good. Well, oh. Yeah, Dread is in here. Dread is a good one. Alright. What about... What about that one movie where the guy dies because he got hit with a bunch of dildos in the face? What about that movie? It's the same one with sausage fingers. I don't know. Everything Everywhere All at Once was a pretty good movie. That's what I was saying. Yeah! It was fucking nuts, man. And it was good. It was really good. It's, because it's a movie about, middle-age crisis, middle-age mediocrity of, as well as, like, is it Chinese American existing or whatever? I don't know. I can't describe the morals very well, but like it was a really good movie. It's a action comedy, I think. And it actually came out around the same time as Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, and both of them touch on parallel worlds and stuff. I just think that Everything Everywhere All at Once did it so much better. Cause like it was pretty good. Let's see. Oh my god, that one movie where like where he gets so upset because he can't find the kitty cat bracelet that he just beats up a bunch of thugs on a bus. I love that movie. That movie was so good. They need to make a sequel to Nobody, because Nobody was really good. Like, because like he, like first few scenes, right? He's like a regular family man, and then one day, a bunch of shit's been stolen from his house, and like he thinks one of the thieves stole a kitty cat bracelet belonging to his daughter, and he like sneaks into their fucking apartment and he hides in the shadows and he pulls out a fucking gun as like one of the people pass by him in the hallway, because like, apparently they like never turn on the light to see him, so he like comes out of the shadows with a gun and he just like knocks a guy on his ass and he's like, tell me where the goddamn kitty cat bracelet is, and he's like about to shoot this fucker. I don't know. I think it's a great one. He's also very insightful. He tells you exactly what temperature is needed to burn bones. I highly recommend Nobody. Oh my god. If you guys have ever not seen Christopher Nolan's movies like Interstellar or Tenet or Inception, I'd highly recommend them. They will probably very much so hurt your eye. Would not eat. You wouldn't eat this guy? What? He's disconnected. Oh, everything is going to shit. The Wi-Fi is bad. Tenet, I do need to watch that at some point. Tenet's so good, man. Holy shit. Tenet was actually like of Chris Nolan's movies, I think I enjoyed Tenet the most, followed by Interstellar, followed by the Batman ones, and then Inception. I can't remember if he's done anything else. He probably has. But like, Inception to me was, oh, you're disappearing? No! Back to the void with you. But Inception was... Okay, I feel like a lot of people hyped up Inception so much that like, when I was like too excited for it, and it just wasn't as good as his other movies. I feel like that's how it was for me. People are probably gonna shit on me and be like, Inception was a fucking best movie of all time. How fucking dare you say that? And I'd say, well, yeah, it was a good movie, but like it's not as good as Tenet. You know, Interstellar was really good because like it had a lot of emotional value to it. Inception just kind of existed. Like, yeah, it's cool, the ideas and like how they present it was cool, but like it wasn't as cool as other things. That's my take on Inception. Let me see. Yes. Well, it was referenced a lot in a bunch of things of it. Yeah, well, it's very influential, which you can certainly appreciate for that aspect because it is influential, and I will absolutely say it is. Is it good? Yes. Is it the greatest? No. No. But I don't know. Okay. I like how in my movie list I just have in the TV section the only comedy in it is just The Amazing World of Gumball. I think that's really funny. I mean, why is it there? Oh shit, I need to end Infinity Train actually. H-I-G-K. Infinity Train. And then I need to increase the font size of I need to increase the font size of Doctor Who because Doctor Who's good. There you go. Amazing World of Gumball solos. Yeah, it's really good. Amazing World of Gumball is one of the fucking best pieces of media for children ever. Right? Like, of all the TV shows, The Amazing World of Gumball is probably the best of all time. In terms of 3D animated movies, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. And you cannot tell me otherwise for those two. Yes, Avatar: The Last Airbender was good. Yes, Infinity Train is good. Yes, the original Teen Titans were good. But The Amazing World of Gumball, I have seen it consistently. I've just finished watching it for the 6th time. That's 6 seasons, 40 episodes each. I've watched every season 6 times already, and I'm now on my 7th watch through. You cannot tell me otherwise that it's not good. It really can compare. Nothing else is that good. I heard they're doing a movie. I haven't heard any news about it though, but I heard that they're doing something. But I don't know. I feel like as much as I do want more from The Amazing World of Gumball, I feel like if you have too much from The Amazing World of Gumball, then it'll be diluted, I guess. It just won't be as good because modern media nowadays has just not been as good as previous works earlier in this century. Now, I have not been alive the entire century, but I've been alive for most of this century. And I can certainly say a lot of the shit nowadays is not as good as fucking Iron Man 1. And that is held true for so long. Because I believe Iron Man 1 is honestly, Iron Man 1 is probably my favorite Marvel movie of all time. Probably. Because it's the start of it, other than Spider-Man, it's the start of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It has great character development. It has great CG, especially for 2008 because it's very realistic CG. And it just started all of it, you know? And yeah, Avengers was really good. Endgame and Infinity War was really good. Age of Ultron wasn't terrible. It was pretty good, I would say. I kind of wanted more Ultron. I wanted a 2-parter. I keep on thinking Age of Ultron is a 2-parter. I don't think it is. Don't have to forget it was made in 2008. Yeah, it's just like Lord of the Rings, made in the early 2000s. I always think Lord of the Rings is made in like the 90s. It's not. It was like made in 2005 through 8. Like, I think that's the most insane part to me. I'm like, how was it made that recently? Like, granted, yeah, it was like 20 years ago, but like, that's wild. But I don't know. There's movies like I'm hoping Alien Romulus, which is coming out at some point. I'm hoping that one's good because they got a famous horror movie director to come back, or well, not but they got a famous horror movie director, Sam Raimi, to do it. And I've heard he does some good stuff. He also did Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness. But like the part where like Black Bolt kind of like melted his brain was pretty fun. So maybe it'll be good. Hopefully it'll be good. The trailer looked really promising, actually. But let me just say, if you think about it, the originals are usually better than the reboots. That holds true for, like, Ghostbusters, Jurassic Park, Alien, Terminator's Predator, you know, shit like that. There's very few, sometimes, yeah, I would say well, most of the time. Because there's very few things that come out that are better than the original. Because I heard that the new Charlie's Angels movie sucked. I know that the RoboCop reboot wasn't as good as the original. Wasn't bad, though. Just wasn't as good. I've heard that the new Dread one is actually better than the original. So that's a different one. You know? But that's just one drop in the bucket. There's not too many reboots that are as good. Let me see what else. Are there any other reboots? Oh yeah, The Thing. The original Thing was so much better than the new Thing. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Some like Halloween went long enough to finish its story at least. That is true. Is it over finally? Is Michael Myers dead yet? Well, I guess he's never dead. He can come back from hell, can't he? Let's see. What stuff? Oh, you know what I will say? I will say the reboot It movies are actually better than the original. But why, Chess? Why are they better? Well, I don't know. It's better graphics. The story makes more sense than the original one. Granted, it's not the best fucking movie ever, but like it's pretty good from what I've seen. So I tried to watch the original It movie, it just wasn't happening. I watched the new It movies twice though. Michael Myers never dies. Never. He lives on in the fear of man. Let's see. Not the best, but it's good. Yeah, I forget what we were talking about. Oh yeah, It movie. Yeah. Like, cause I will say one of the parts I think they should have kept from the original movie was like the makeout scene between Pennywise and Paul or whatever his name is. Because I think that would have been funny. I am glad though they don't follow the book to the letter because man, Stephen King, he was probably on LSD when he was writing the final orgy. Definitely. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, that guy, a little wild. Let's see. Oh, I went small. Let's see. Oh, The Mist. The Mist is actually one of those things where I feel, because I've seen the movie Mist, which generally, it largely takes place in the grocery store, and I've seen part of the TV show Mist, which is more recently. That's one of the few things that I think is just bad. They're just like both of them were bad. Like the movie was definitely better, but like not by much. Because like that ending, oh my god, that ending to The Mist. Because I put it on when my mom was just reading on the couch, and like my mom caught that ending of it somehow as I was watching it, and we were both just like, "What the fuck is that ending? That was horrible." Like that's so dumb. If you know it, you know it, right? But like, it's the ending. I probably should spoil it, but like, it was so dumb, man. Oh, not Train. What, Train to Busan? Yeah, I think it's Train to Busan. Train to Busan actually had a sequel called Peninsula, which was actually really bad. Even your mom didn't like it? Yeah, well, okay, to be fair, my mom doesn't like a lot of movies. Well, she does, but like, she doesn't like certain ones. She likes the Infinity Saga in Marvel, but she didn't like what came afterwards. Because she didn't like... She watched a lot of the shows that came afterwards, and she was fine with it, but she didn't like the Marvels movie. She didn't like Ms. Marvel. And, fuck, there was something else. I can't remember. Drew Bassan is so good to me, but I can't watch it again for me. It's good. I would absolutely want to watch it later on when I forget most of it. Because, like, that's how I exist. I just consume things until I forget the things, and then I reconsume them again. Right? It's like a loop. It's like it's it's like if a snake just kept on eating rats, and then if like whenever it shat out the dead rat, it just consumed the dead rat again. Reconsume is crazy, right? It's nuts. But yeah, they made a sequel to Train to Busan, which I heard was really bad. And I tried watching the beginning of it. I just couldn't get through the first 30 minutes. Because, like, it was just bad. Because it was, like, instead of being, like, a dramatic tearjerker zombie movie with large stakes, it was just, let's kill the zombies by going to this forbidden peninsula area and just, like, take them all out. It was, like, an action thing. It was so dumb. Like, I don't know why they fucking made it. Bad on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, Train to Busan, 10, right? Peninsula, 4. I'm hesitant to give things a bad score because I know that there's always going to be something worse. Because I know for a fact Velma, Rings of Power, and She-Hulk fucking exist. And that's like one of the worst parts to me. Wait, don't need... Okay. We got started on Rings of Power, right? I watched the entire thing of Rings of Power. All, like, fucking 15 hours of it, because every episode is, like, 3 hours long, right? The fucking budget was huge, right? It was astronomically large. And let me tell you, that shit was boring as fuck and it didn't make sense. Now, let me also tell you, I also watched Lord of the Rings at the same time, right? The director's cut, and that's 12 hours, right? And like, oh my god. The armor in Rings of Power just looks like it's made out of fucking plastic, right? Lord of the Rings, they actually forged that armor and made it look so good. The armor in Rings of Power just looks like shit, and it's also made out of plastic, man. And also, for some reason, the orcs and the goblins burn in sunlight when they never fucking did in The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, because in Lord of the Rings, you can just straight up see orcs moving in sunlight, not getting burned. Isn't that crazy? And also in The Hobbit, during the chase scene with the wargs and the rabbits, they just never got burned. That's so insane. Anyway, I hate it so much. Yeah, Rings of Power sucked. Also, no, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah! The evil Harfeet from Rings of Power. They're basically like, oh yeah, the Harfeet were like the origin of the Hobbits. No, they weren't. Hobbits have like 3 distinct, or not distinct, but like 3 subgroups, and Harfeet are one of them, right? It's not Harfeet turned into Hobbits, it's Hobbits as a subgroup Harfeet. Or Harfoots. Or whatever. Anyway, so like the Hobbits from Rings of Power, they're just like, they're maniacal. They're fucking psychotic. Because they like have this Book of the Dead. And it's like, or Book of the Lost, I mean. Because it's like everyone who gets lost on the trail, because they're nomads. Whenever they travel, and if they ever lose someone, they record it in a book, but they never actually fucking help the person, right? So they just leave them to die, right? And at one point, they're like reading through this book, and they're like, "Oh, Tom, I remember when he got stung to death by bees," and everyone starts laughing, and I'm just like, "What the fuck? Are you laughing at your dead friend because of how he died? Like, are you insane? Like, huh?" Like, even in the real world, if people have stupid ass deaths, it's still sad. Like, I don't know, man. Well, I do know. I know that they're fucking mean. It's horrible. I'm just like, why would you, what? What happened to the Harvey to make you that mean? Oh my god. Like, listen, I watched like 5 episodes of She-Hulk, and it just kept on getting worse. Imagine you did, and you hear your friends laughing at your death. Bruh. The fact is, too, in Lord of the Rings, ghosts exist. So, like, that is possible. This is like, I got stung by bees. My soul, it's vengeful because I got stung by bees. And I have unfinished business. And then they like, their ghost goes on over to their tribe of Harfy. And they're just like, "Oh my brethren." And then it's just them laughing at how they died. Cue the SpongeBob laugh. Exactly, like, it just doesn't make sense. And what's the other one? Velma? We need to stop watching Velma altogether, because that one's just hard. Like, there's no point in even hate watching it at this point, because if they're willing to spend that many resources on a show that everyone hates, then, like, what's the point of watching anything at this point? Well, I mean, you know, watching the new stuff at this point. So, like, if you don't give Velma 2 the time of day, then hopefully they cancel that fucker, and they make an actually good show. I've also heard that the creator of Velma, who voices Velma, because very narcissistic, I heard she also sexually assaulted, someone on one of the sets that she was with. I think it was the guy who plays Ronan the Accuser from Guardians of the Galaxy. She just randomly kissed him. And then she was, like, joking about it one time on, like, a Saturday Night Live thing. But, like, the guy was like, "What the fuck?" And then because she said this herself. You can look this up. But she said, during the thing, she was like, "Yeah, so I kissed him," or whatever. And then, like, when I told the writers about it, they're like, "Oh, what the fuck? That's sexual harassment." Then she herself said, if you say anything, you're fired, which is an absurd abuse of power. So not only did she make something terrible, but she's also a horrible person. And I'm like listening to this because you should always look for the evidence and look at it first. So that's exactly what I did. I pulled up the fucking YouTube video, and I'm just watching it. I'm just like, this can't get worse, and it just kept on getting worse. And I'm just like, how the fuck why are you still talking about this? If you had a lawyer, they'd be screaming in your ear to shut the fuck up. Like, what are you doing? Oh my god. Like, and like, what pisses me off the most about like modern shows is the fact that people who are making the reboots and like the continuations of stuff, they just diss the source material so much. That lawyer's gonna be working day and night, bro. They're gonna be. I don't think anybody would want to be working as her fucking lawyer. That is fucking solid evidence against her. You can't take, like, you could say she's fucking joking, but like you can absolutely find out the people that she was with at that point in time, because she said when the fuck it was and who the fuck it was, and you could ask them. I feel like that's pretty solid evidence. But like the problem with a lot of modern shows now is just the fact that like the people who create them or continue them just hate everything. But some can't choose their clans, unfortunately. I know, that's a sad part. Maybe they can get like pity pay. It's like judge, jury. We all know she's guilty, but but like, yeah, I don't know. The thing about, because like some of the good things, right? Pity pay. Yeah, pity pay. It's like they pull out their hat. They're like, please, sir, my poor little Timmy. He's starving. He's over there in the back. Can you see him? And it's just this kid with his eyes rolled up in his skull, and he's just like frothing at the mouth because he hasn't eaten food in 7 days. Because that lawyer would be like, he'd be fucked over so bad working that case. Your Honor, I will lie. My client is guilty. But there's so many people, like people who are making things that just hate everyone. I don't understand why. What's the point of hate? Well, I do understand what the point is. Hate. I have someone I hate, but the thing is, right? You shouldn't have it in you to hate the fans. If you yourself are actually a fan, you shouldn't fuck over other fans, right? That's like with Ghostbuster, like with Doctor Who, like with Rings of Power. There's another one. I forget what the other one was. What was it? I don't know. But like, there's a bunch of stuff where it's like you just don't either A, shut up, or B, like, you know, in the wise words of Falcon as he became Captain America in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you have to do better, Senator. Oh my god. Oh my god, like, listen, Moon Knight is pretty good, and Loki wasn't bad, but like, Falcon and the Winter Soldier was so atrocious, man. No way! Did Chess just say that? But like, you should get fans of this stuff. Like, okay, you should get fans that will honor rather than destroy. That's the thing. That's the main difference. Because I know the writer for in Doctor Who, the writer for the 13th Doctor was Chris Chibnall. And he was a long-standing fan of Doctor Who, but like the way he wrote it changed everything for the worse. Because now the Doctor's backstory is different. Now the Doctor's become lectury and shit. Timelines are fucked up. And it's like, man, listen, it always goes back to Doctor Who at this point. But like if you're like, you, how do I say this? If we get good writers for shows, we can make good things. It's seen in, because I watched the 4th episode of the new Doctor Who, Doctor Prevails. Yeah, it does. It's still ongoing though. Okay, I'm actually currently in the middle of watching the newest episode that came out yesterday. But the one that came out last week, 8 days ago, was it's called Boom for the 15th Doctor, written by Stephen Moffat, who made some of the best episodes of all time in the new Doctor Who stuff. And let me say, Stephen Moffat being brought back to write the episode called Boom was such a great choice, because he actually wrote something really fucking good, even with a Doctor that like not many people prefer. I think the current Doctor is fine enough. He's certainly not as good as Doctors 9 through 12, in my opinion, unfortunately. But he's not bad, right? And the writing in the episode called Boom just proves if you do write really good things, then you can do really well. He got writing power. He absolutely fucking got writing power. That's Stephen Moffat right there. Stephen Moffat wrote shit with River Song, The Weeping Angels, some Cyberman stuff that's really good. He wrote pretty much, I think, the majority of Doctors 11 and 12 stuff. He did really good for like 6 whole ass seasons and some extra episodes here and there. But like, I don't know, that just like went down the drain as soon as we got a bad writer. you know, and that's the same for like many things. If you want to implement a change, go for it, but you have to do it well, right? The Ghostbusters 2016, the female version, was not widely appreciated. And of course, some people didn't appreciate it because, oh, yeah, it's not me, yeah. But like, who the fuck cares, right? I don't give a shit. I just want it to be written good, right? I want something that makes me laugh, cry, feel good, or have fun. I feel like having fun is probably the best one, like the easiest one to do. And if you can't do that, then like, what's the point, man? You know? Because like, well, let me think. What's a good movie that came out recently? Bullet Train. Bullet Train was so good, right? It was such a blast, and you cared about the characters as well. It was so fucking good because you just made good jokes, you made a great story, you made good, believable characters that you wanted to keep them alive, but unfortunately some of them didn't stay alive long enough. You know? That's how you do it. And then cue to like Rebel Moon. Like that shit that's coming out on Netflix right now, the Star Wars knockoff, Rebel Moon. I watched like the first hour of that because, okay, I'll be honest, I tried watching the first 30 minutes and I just put it in the background while I played a video game for like the rest of the half hour. But it was so boring. Like, yes, absolutely, give new writers a chance. But make sure that they can actually write something good if they're doing it for big budget things. Have them start off with something small, you know? Like here's my thing. Marvel it was that boring? I would say so. It was like very boring and obvious, I think. Was it pacing? I think, yeah, you know what? It was pacing. It was pacing and it was story. The story was boring and the pacing was long. That's the thing. Because in Bullet Train, right, the pacing is good to fast, right? And the story was fun, right? It was interesting. It's like, oh shit, money, you know? Get on a bullet train, get some money, get out. Very simple premise, right? And then you got like if you're writing for like a movie, start with a lower budget. Like big movie studios should give people lower budgets and like more time to flesh things out, right? Don't like give them 2 fucking years to like make some crappy shit because it's like their first time doing something or whatever. But like give them like a little while to figure out what the fuck they're doing. And cause like, okay, with Arcane, the League of Legends thing, that one was really fucking good, right? But why was it good? Why was it really good? Well, it was the art style, which was really good. The animation was really well done. Both the 2D and the 3D animations. The music was really done. And the story was really done. Now, if we're only focusing on the story, right? Because, listen, I did a research project about this. They actually postponed the Arcane project for a few years. The reason being was the story. They had to flesh out the story to make it make sense, to make it good. And so they spent those extra few years just working on the story, reviewing it, doing it, etc., until like years after it starts. Boom, they have the story done. Right? And then, you know, they got in touch with Fortiche, which is the animation company that did really well. And then they got in touch with Imagine Dragons, who, you know, made the music, etc., really good. You know, obviously it's a big budget thing, but like for smaller creators, because there's on YouTube, there's a Logan the Wolf movie or like short film that's like 15 minutes long that came out. It came out only a few days ago, I think, but it was really good. Like it was like, yeah, the dialogue was. Or like the acting of one of the guys was kind of weird, but like it was pretty good. And it was like a short 15 little minute thing about Wolverine just like killing a bunch of people. and it was really fun. It was like a Viking Wolverine though. So I enjoyed that. But like if you have people, because like it was probably a small budget too. If you have a bunch of people, like start off like that, and then work their way up from there, I feel like you could make some really good works. I'm just saying, like, murder. Well, it was quote unquote self-defense. Let's say that. It was quote unquote self-defense. But it was really good. I highly recommend it. And one of the sad things too is the fact that I should probably change Digimon. One of the saddest things too is the fact that it's small people like that who can make really good things, but they're not given enough budget to like work on something bigger, you know? And then vice versa, there's some people who just don't have the writing skills required, and then they're like, I want to tackle this all on my own, and then they make something really bad. Like Wonder Woman 1984, self-defense? It was probably self-defense. But like, Wonder Woman 1984, oh my god. Okay, so the original Wonder Woman, there's some parts that can be in, yes. Yeah, like the mouth, he actually looks less dehydrated, I think. Just a little bit. I can't tell if that red bit is skin or if it's like clothing. I would hope it's clothing, because if your skin looks like that, you're kind of fucked up. But like, the original Wonder Woman movie that came out was it was written by I think like a few people, right? And then Wonder Woman 1984 was written by just the director. Because the original one was the director plus like one or two other people. 1984 was written by just the director. Because they believed that they by themselves could create a good story. You should absolutely have someone double checking your fucking story, because man, Wonder Woman 1984 did not make a lick of sense. Like, holy shit, man. I watched that just to comment over it. I recently watched it. Oh my god. We should do like a fucking watch along of just really bad movies and just talk over it. Because, okay, here's my thing about watch alongs. I want to do watch alongs, but the thing about it is, A, I don't know if people would join me, and B, I'll probably actually have to bring someone to VC with me, which I could probably do. Maybe the graduate chess, maybe. But like, when you're doing a watch along, I feel like if you bring someone's watch along stream up to like watch it along with a movie, you're going to your purpose of watching the movie at that point in time is watching the movie, but also listening to the person's commentary. Because I'll be talking all over that shit. I'm not just going to be like, oh, yay. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at that. Oh, he has a gun. Oh, shit, that person gets shot. Like, no, I'm going to be like, oh, shit, he's got like a fucking gun. He's gonna shoot that fucker. You know? It not make sense at all to me. Yeah. Like, there's so many problems with it, like... I think MatPat did think about it. That was, like, plane travel time or something. And it's, like, not only that. It's plane travel time... I forget what the plot was about. Something about wishes or something. Like, I want to grant everyone their wish. And then... Like, because the main guy, he had a good purpose. He's like, I want to grant everyone their wish or whatever. I want to become the wishing stone. Or something. Which isn't bad, but like... If we've learned anything from the Wish movie... it's that not all wishes should be granted. Right? And so... my thing is... If someone were to be like, everyone, I'm going to let you all make one wish... The world would absolutely just immediately blow up. Because there has to be at least 20 people who want the world to die. Right? 100%. And like, that would be more realistic, you know? But then, and then also, like, even if no one wanted the world to explode, right? Wonder Woman would like, so she shows up and she's like, everyone, take back your wishes. But like, what if you wished for your recently dead child to come back to life? And they're like, oh, Papa, I'm here again. I'm alive. I can play with all the other kids. And then do you wanna revoke your wish? No, you don't. You're going to want to cling to it, you know? Or like, oh, I want to get rid of the chronic illness I have. And so it was so dumb. It's like no one understand. Like the writer just didn't understand that exactly how humans work. And then that's also the problem in the Wish movie, because I haven't seen it yet. I kind of want to watch it just to see how bad it is. But I've seen a lot of parts about it, because basically the king of the Wish movie, he's just like, oh yeah, I take in people's wishes, and then the ones I choose will be granted. And he like checks them over, he like manually fucking looks at that shit. And it's like he seemed like he was actually doing a pretty fucking good job, because if 100 people give you their wish and they want it to be granted, and you grant even one of those wishes, I would say that's still pretty fucking nice of you, right? Because it's just like, oh, you have a 1 in 100 chance, and you just have a chance to do it, right? Right now, in real life, unless you're a fucking multi-billionaire who's like takes 100 people's wishes and like does whatever fuck they do, right? Unless that happens, in real life, you're not going to be able to even get a 1% chance of fulfilling that wish. Especially if it's like to fucking fly or something, because you grew wings, right? Unless you're a fucking genetic scientist who's into like DNA splicing and shit, you're not gonna be able to do it. So I just thought it was dumb, because it's like even yes, it's true. There's wishes that can be harmful to people. You shouldn't grant every single wish, right? Like, what if someone wants world domination? That's not very good wish. That is a wish that will benefit one person, but it won't benefit society. In fact, it will negatively affect society, which is why you shouldn't grant it. You should only grant wishes that will benefit society or benefit the individual, without the de-benefiting the others. Alright, I don't know. I thought all that was dumb. I don't know. Disney is definitely taking like a downhill slide nowadays, because it's just like, I don't know, because they're pumping out that shit, you know, and they're also making a lot of live action movies. Eat the wings. How many wings are there? There's oh shit, there's 8. Yeah, you could fucking eat that. Disney used to be so good. Oh my god, I actually recently rewatched 2 days ago, I think. No, not 2 days ago. 3 days ago. I recently rewatched two Disney movies, because I was in the mood for Disney movies. I watched Big Hero 6 and I watched Brave. And yeah, they're fucking good, man. I want a sequel to Brave, I guess I don't know. I don't really want a sequel to Brave. I want a sequel to Big Hero 6 though. I know there's a manga of it, but like couldn't be bothered. But like Big Hero 6 was so good. And like Brave was pretty fun to watch. I like Tangled more. I think Moana was better than Brave, in my opinion. Frozen was not my favorite. But I'll still say Frozen definitely a better movie than some of the shit we have now. Well, Big Hero 6 was so good. Yo, we need more Baymax. God damn. We need they just got together as a superhero group in the end, and then you don't give us a sequel? Like, come on, eat the wings ×2. What about the sword? You wouldn't eat the gummy looking sword? It looks like a gummy. You would eat that, though. I know you would eat all of that. He looks like he's a fucking pet, though, with a collar on. Like a little egg. What the fuck is that egg for? Maybe it's a parent. You would eat the parent? No, sorry to be honest. Also, yes, you would eat the parent? That's so sad. It's got a little baby. Maybe it's a bell, or maybe it's a digi-egg. Oh, you know what I watched? I watched yesterday. I watched. Okay, actually, yeah. Recently, in the last week, I watched the new Hellboy reboot, and yesterday I watched Hellboy 2: The Golden Army. Right, and let me tell you, the new Hellboy wasn't bad, but it's not good as Golden Army. I don't remember the first movie. I just remember really liking the Golden Army. And it's probably a nostalgia thing too, but like the Golden Army was more fun for me, and it made slightly more sense. Yeah, obviously, you know, Golden Army doesn't make a little bit of sense, or it doesn't make too much sense. But like the Hellboy movies haven't really made too much sense. Well, they have kind of, but like the new one didn't make too much sense. Oh, the new one, I will say though, the graphics are a lot better, but like that's kind of about it. Because I like seeing the demons. If you haven't seen the demons from the new Hellboy, you should absolutely go look at them. Because like there's this one that like walks around with like spiky leg, like how No, wait. Where's Saber Huckmon? Here it is. They walked around with like these sharp legs, right? And like whenever they stepped, they like impaled someone. Graphics good, story man. Yeah, pretty much. But like the demon, like the graphics though of the demons were like really good, right? Because they would what am I looking at? This one's just metal. Okay. But like, oh god. Yeah, but so like whenever they step, they would like impale someone from like the head to the anus, like a reverse Vlad the Impaler, right? Yeah, he's made of metal. Yeah, he's a little guy. He's made of metal. He's got rockets too, so he'll probably explode in your mouth. That sounds weird. Don't. He'll probably blow up your skull. There we go. That's a lot better. Well, not for health wise. But yeah, the demons were really cool from the new Hellboy, because like there's also a demon that would like pick up people and like its other arm was like a sword or something, and they would like smack them on the top of the sword and like drag the body across like the sharp part so like it skins their face and shit. She seems edible. I mean, I guess she's a little bit of a fox, I think. It's a Harris pasta. Oh god. Oh, I guess that's kind of like squid ink pasta, right? There's like humanoid Digimon. Does he only have one wing? It's just in the center of his back? Yo, what the fuck? I don't want having that guy. Chicken wing singular. Just one. You could eat. Well, you could attempt to eat the metal ones. He's like Archangel from Marvel, the one with the metal wings. Okay, honestly though, he flies unstably. Or I feel like he doesn't even fly. He probably just like he just uses it as like a sail or something. He can like plop his body down on like a surfboard and like sail over the water. That's probably the extent of his ability. But like, okay, so I never understood, like, so in X-Men, right, you have Angel, right, but Angel can't, it's just like a dude with wings, right, but then you have Archangel, who has metal wings, and who can shoot out his feathers like fucking knives. Like, just, what's the point of Angel then? Just use Archangel. He has more offensive capabilities and defensive capabilities, because if you shoot the metal wings, that's, you know, he's still gonna be alive. If you shoot the fleshy, feathery wings, well, those wings are gonna, you know, get holes in them. I'm just saying, like, you just go with the upgrade version, man. I think this one's just armored. I don't know why he has 20 on him. Yeah. Oh, you know, this one actually reminds me of yesterday because in gold, you don't want to eat gold. I would be tempted to eat gold. But yeah, yesterday I watched Hellboy 2 Golden Army. This golden guy right here. The Golden Army was actually really cool. Because if you haven't seen it, basically there's this unstoppable golden army that's used in like the Middle Ages or whatever between fairy folk and humans, and it was like used by the fairy folk against the humans or whatever. I mean, my teeth would cry, teeth make cry. But yeah, you just like shred it against a grinder, he'll be fine. You know, you get little shards of gold. Just like the little scrapings. Might be tasty. You know how people eat some gold shavings sometimes? It's like that. But, so there's this golden army in Hellboy. And it's like a bunch of like mechanical golems made out of gold with like a sword and a shield each, right? And so like there's a scene where like, oh shit, the main group is like fighting all these guys and they're like killing all the golden army soldiers and shit, and they're like destroying them, cutting them half and shit. And then they take like a little break from the fighting, and you just see as like the golden soldiers, their like body parts start coming back together. Like one of the decapitated soldiers, his head turns into like a fucking crab, and it like collects all the other parts of his face until like it gets picked up by the main body and then shoved back into the head, where it like locks back into place and shit. And it's like, that shit was so cool. Why don't we have that shit nowadays, you know? Like in the new Hellboy, we had like a pig, some woman, and like 3 giants. Alright. Yeah, like it was so cool, man. And that was made like in the same time as like probably Iron Man, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, we just need more, we need more good things, you know? I will say, Stranger Things Season 4 was pretty good, actually. And then Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was pretty good. So, you know, we're getting back into a groove of good things, but we still have a lot of bad things, you know? Because, like, I recently watched 2 movies, which was, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire and Godzilla X Kong The New Empire. I don't know, both of them have Empire in them for some. Anyways, they both had their good and bad parts to them, but like we need to take it one step higher in terms of quality, you know? The graphics may look great, but we need to work on the story. We need to get back into the story, right? And we obviously don't use AI. You can use AI for like a prompt, but like don't write out anything. And like, I don't know, because with Frozen Empire, it was fun to watch, yes, but there was the Crow getting a That's right, the Crow was getting a remake. Oh my god. In my opinion, it shouldn't happen, but at the same time, curious how it go. Yeah, isn't it Pennywise, who's like the main character, and he's got like a weird tattoo or something? Yeah, a bunch of tattoos, but one of them looks weird. Yeah, I don't know how that would go, because I watched the original Crow. I only watched the first original Crow. That one was like, it was okay. It was fun to watch, but like, it wasn't the greatest thing ever. Because like, it's just like a guy who dies and then comes back for revenge as like an immortal undead or something, right? Because like it's a revenge story, right? I don't know. The original was good. I don't know what they're gonna do with the new one. The Bill Skarsgård as an MC. Bill Skarsgård is pretty good, for acting, I think. He had such a dumb accent in John Wick 4. Because I think that was him. you can always see the Pennywise in him. He did such a fucking great job with Pennywise, man. Like, oh my god. And the fact that like he's like halfway to Jim Carrey with how his face moves is just like an added on bonus. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, okay. I also watched Godzilla X Kong, right? Let me tell you, that movie was so boring with the human parts, like so boring. Oh my god. But I will say, monster action, pretty nice. I want to see Godzilla win more. I want to see Godzilla eat King Kong. That's what I want to see. Like, I want to see him tear out King Kong's throat and just like devour his flesh. You know? It's just... Oh. Because who's going to fucking win in a fight? A big fucking monkey or a big fucking radioactive lizard? Right? Like, Godzilla went thermonuclear to fucking melt Ghidorah, who's a fucking alien god who regenerates. Are you telling King Kong would not be able to, in 1,000 years, take out fucking Ghidorah? You know? At least not without the help of humans. Because I also rewatched part of Godzilla vs. Kong, right? Like the first one where they're fighting against each other. Oh my god, Kong needed so much help from the humans to win. Every single battle Kong was in, he needed help from the humans to like fire off missiles or some shit. Right? And it's just like, if he had no humans, he would just be dead. That's just how it is. You know? Like, it's so dumb. Oh, we made it to the 2-hour mark though. I think we spent like 50 minutes just ranting about movies. Like, listen, movies are so good though. Like, there's so many review channels about movies, but like, I want more people to just watch movies as well, you know? Because I know I watch like a lot of reviews about horror movies because like I don't feel like watching every single fucking horror movie under the sun. I want a summary of it. But like some of the good movies, we gotta get more people watching them, you know? Like Tenet. Movies are fun to watch, fun to insult, fun to compliment. Exactly, there's so many good reasons for movies. There's bad movies, there's good movies, and there's extremely good movies, right? And you can watch all three of them and have fun in different ways. You could watch a bad movie and insult it and make fun of it, and you could talk to your friends about it. You could watch a good movie and be like, or well, I guess a medium to good movie and be like, that was fun, I guess, probably, because you turned off your brain. And you can watch a really good movie and be like, holy shit, that was really good. You know? Different ways to enjoy movies. And also, like, the movie theater experience is actually really fun. Because of COVID, no one fucking goes to the theaters anymore. It's so sad nowadays. But the thing is, well, I shouldn't say that, but, like, because people do. But the thing is, right, there's less people going to the movies now. And I feel like we're taking it away from, like, the younger generation, you know? There's so many people who are just, like, because even in college, there's people who are like, yeah, so Chess, tell me, what's the point about going to a movie theater? I just, like, slowly turn to them. I'm like, the fucking point? The point's to watch a fucking movie. Like what, it's so much, it's movies in theaters, as long as there's no one annoying near you, which there's a chance, always a chance. There's also a chance of an annoying person near you in your home, which could be your family. But anyways, if you watch a movie in the theaters, bigger screen, greater sound design, usually, snacks and food, comfy chairs. Go to a good movie theater. Don't waste time on the shitty ones. Go to a good one. Go to one with like recliner seats. Go to like an AMC. AMC dine-in theaters. Those are my favorite. Because you get a dine-in. I like to have like the little pretzels. Those are good. Or the desserts. Desserts are good. There's a movie theater I went to in Taiwan where they like had not recliner seats, but they had like cushiony seats. They gave you blankets, and you got to choose like a fucking little slice of cake. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Why don't we have this in the U.S.? Like, what the fuck, man? There's not enough good movies in theaters, in my opinion, though. Seeing the Sam Spray movie come back. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Sam Raimi did make the original Spider-Man trilogy, didn't he? But, like... Yes, I would say there's not enough good ones. But when there's the occasional gold, then it's great to see it in theaters first. Like Cocaine Bear. I watched that in theater with some friends. And... that shit was funny as hell. But like, yeah, he would eat this. I mean, to be fair, he is mostly flesh, so I dropped my controller. And we're back to this guy. Yeah, they're I don't know. You know what I want though? I want more. Wait, let me think before I say this. Okay, yeah, I want more dinosaur movies. Now, why? Why you'd eat it? That makes sense. Now, dinosaur movies, right? There was a newest thing that came out called 65, which starred the Keanu Reeves lookalike. I don't know. He looks like a mix between Keanu Reeves and Markiplier. Sam Driver, is that Adam Driver? His name's Adam Driver. That's what his name is. So the movie 65, I didn't like that. It was boring. I didn't like it. We need good dinosaur movies, right? The fucking Jurassic World shit. Like, was it entertaining? Sometimes, but like we just like. There's been such a lack of like creature movies, right? Like at least from what I've seen, other than like, you know, Godzilla and shit. But like we need more shit that's like, oh, not like the Meg 2 or like 65, but we need more stuff that's like actually interesting animals who are like doing stuff. Because like there's that alligator movie that came out, then there's Slaughterhouse that stars a sloth, and then there's like a bunch of random shit. But we need to have like a good movie that's like based around like, I don't know, like let's just say like a dinosaur, right? What about like I don't know. I also just want to see more dinosaur movies. There also needs to be more monster or like horror movies. Loud correct buzzer. There needs to be more horror movies that star non-human monsters, I feel. Because I feel like we have enough of them already. We have the Demogorgons from Stranger Things, we have Pennywise, we have like all those slashers and hackers and shit like that are like, you know, actually just straight up humans. We've got like the Rake, we got Slender Man, we got all that shit. But we need something scary that's non-human. Like yeah, you could give it human features, but like, you know how in like a lot of Need More Machine Android Heart, that would be good. Yeah. I heard, you know what, I need to watch Megan, because I haven't seen Megan yet. I like the little dance thing that she did right before she grabbed like the paper cutter and was about to stab the guy, or like slash him or whatever. But yeah, we absolutely need more of that shit. I need the sense of dread from non-humans. Exactly, that's the hard part actually. The sense of dread from non-humans, especially the AI stuff. We absolutely need more AI stuff. Or, you know, like we need more AI horror stuff, and like stuff to just like show people like, yes, this technology is good, but be careful about it. I think that's what a lot of movies in the past did, right? Like Alien, good fear about space and shit. was it in like even Psycho, that one really old movie that goes ding, 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 with like the knife in the shower shit. People didn't used to be scared of showers until that movie came out. Only AI horror games, horror movies are a bit rare, kind of. There's Ex Machina, there's Terminator, there's Megan, there's you can't really call it horror, but there's Toy Soldiers. I think that one's funny. What else? If anyone makes one of I have no mouth and I must scream, that's a good AI story. Yeah, we need more stuff with that, right? Cause I don't know, like back to the non-human monster thing. There's not a great sense of dread with non-humans, because the fact is that the uncanny valley does exist, and it's more horrifying if it's like something humanoid chasing after you that's like slightly off. Because in a lot of new smaller games like the Backrooms and shit, it's just like have you guys seen the new one called Classrooms or whatever, where it's like there's this one enemy that's like a really long, thin, gangly man that like does a crab walk with his head turned 180 degrees and like crab walks towards you or whatever. Like we need something different than that, you know? Like maybe like a little puppy but with human eyes and human teeth, right? If we make it less human and more animalistic, but still keep a little bit of features to freak people out, then that would, that'd be good, you know? But, in the end, it is difficult to find something that would keep people freaked out. Actually, you don't even need to keep people freaked out. You can make something that looks really interesting. Cause like in Bloodborne, right? I think honestly, the enemies from Souls-like games are actually really good to use. Now, a lot of them are humanoid, yes, but Bloodborne especially is more animalistic, and you can absolutely use that one for reference. There's another game. I forget what that game was. I feel like I made a bookmark somewhere. Where was it? Do I actually not have it? There was like something. I can't remember. I know that in Octopath Traveler 2, there's some enemies. Octopath Traveler 2 bosses. Because there's one boss from Octopath Traveler 2 that in 2 it's in the second game they have a lot more evil looking enemies. What was it called? The Dark Entity from Octopath Traveler 2. Yeah, the Dark Entity from Octopath Traveler 2 was a really good enemy. It's the first boss you encounter on Ochet's route. But like it's like this cow that like lost its fur from like its two forearms, and like you can see its spinal column and shit, and like its neck elongates and stuff. It's so cool, man. Like we need more of that shit. And like, let me see, with Bloodborne and all that, they have did I not put Bloodborne in I guess I didn't put in Bloodborne. But like Vicar Amelia, right? Who's like that one priest girl or whatever. That's a good choice. Or like the, I don't know, but like there's a lot of things that we can gather from it. And especially if you do your research, and also if you just stare at horror images all day, you can definitely create something pretty evil looking. You know, okay. I'm going to have a take right now, right? I don't know if it's going to be a hot take or a cold take or a room temperature take. But a lot of people on the internet, from what I've seen at the moment, are like, yeah, this is the dark stuff I draw, you know, the dark side of things. And it's just like some dude with like their brains a little bit out, or like some like shadow man with like a smiling face or something. Like, I don't know. Like, it, to me, that's not dark. It's not like scary or horror. It's just simply, you know, it's just kind of weird, you know? And like, it's not bad drawings at all, but like, it's just not as interesting. Cause like, okay, here, let me grab an image, and it's going to show up huge. Half the time it's satire, but definitely not all satire. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, to be honest, it's also hard to tell which ones are satire. But here, let me pull out my little book of monsters. All right. Let's see, where the fuck did Santa go? There's Santa. We need more Santas. Oh, that looks horrible. My bad. Listen. I can't stare at Santa for too long. He freaks me out. Yeah, this guy. Imagine him as a fucking Digimon, man. That would scar the kids. He's an ultimate. They're taking up too much space. Yeah, he fucking does. He looks scary as fuck, man. Like, if you just stared at his eyes, which I kind of made all of you do, I hate his eyes. Not because they're badly drawn, but because they're so well drawn, right? Like, Santa, why? Like, you're horrifying. Which eyes? I don't get it. There's too many. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. The eyes on its face, right? But here, let me also grab another one. Cause like, what about like a gerbil, right? We need more gerbils, man. Gerbil enemies? It's hard to tell what the fuck it is, but I replaced the mouth with an eye, and I replaced the eyes with a mouth, and it also ate its childling, because that's what gerbils do. You know, we need more stuff like, oh, stuff like this one. Oh yeah, this one's good. I like this one. Yeah. There you go. Imagine seeing this run after you. Imagine seeing anything run after you, man. Like, I like this one. This one's good. This one has the human elements, of course, from like the arms, the fingers, the torso, but then it obviously turns into not human with like the snaky bits and like the not face, right? Like, we just need more things. Like, you don't throw whatever you want at the wall, see if it sticks. There's gotta be a lot of stuff. You gonna get me? No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Look at this guy. He's just a fun little critter. He's an embodiment of paranoia because he's covering his ears. He's like, no, I can't listen to all your insults and criticisms. No, what else? What else do we have? This guy? Did I even post this guy? I don't know if I posted this guy. Yeah, we gotta see more things that are like freaky. Sure, covered eyes as well, but you don't got no eyes. Exactly. Here, you pluck them out. Let me see. What of these do I have? I also have a Roman numeral list. Oh yeah, the cozy drag. Oh, the cozy dragon's so small. I'm a cozy dragon. Yeah. Or let's see what else. Eating it. He would be edible, wouldn't he? Or like this one thing I saw in my dream when I was dreaming about Scooby-Doo. I don't know if I explained this, but okay, so basically, right? This thing showed up in my dream, right? And it was like, oh yeah, okay, so just imagine you're part of the Scooby-Doo gang, and they're on like these docks near a beach, right? Beach City, or sea city. Anyway, so like they're on the docks, and so it cuts to like these two people who are just like fishing or whatever, and they have like a little hole in the bottom of their boat because they drop their fishing lines down it. Seeing this in a Scooby-Doo dream is something I expect. Yeah, but so they drop. They have like this cow or a sheep or something on like a fishing line that they drop down into the water so that they. No, it wasn't a. It was It was a cow. It was a fake cow that was actually full of water, and they put it in water. The dream didn't make sense, okay, but like it was this cow made like that was like the skin was like leather, right, and it was a fake cow, but the inside was water. So they dropped it into the water, and it like went down because they were trying to make a crocodile drink water. A fake cow full of, yeah, but they were trying to get this crocodile to drink water because it hadn't been drinking water even though it was in the fucking ocean or whatever. I guess because it's seawater. I don't know. But so basically, they're trying to do that, and then as the crocodile opens its mouth to like bite onto the cow, it gets gobbled up. Like the fake cow and the crocodile get gobbled up by this thing, right? Which yanks at the fishing line too, and it drags one of the people under, and then the other guy's just like, "Well, what, Steve? What happened?" And then their entire boat gets eaten by this, right? And then jump cut over to the mystery gang, where for some reason they're running from the cops, and they like made a zip line, like 2 stories up to the ground, still on the docks for some reason. Yeah. And so they're still on the dock, and they like zip line down this thing, and then like once all of them make it, suddenly this thing appears, right? This creature appears and starts eating the fuck out of the docks and trying to like get everyone. And so like the mystery gang run on over to the city because they're afraid, right? You know, this thing is coming after them to eat them. So like it goes and like noms on stuff, and then they go into like this department store, but like just to the front of it, right? And then like water starts rising up a little onto the land, and so it's like a few inches the ground is covered, and then a whole lot of these things just show up, like little baby ones, and you just start eating people. And that was the end of the dream. I think I was stuck behind a door, like a glass door, I think, so I could see stuff, but I was stuck. Yeah, that was a dream. But yeah. Oh goodness, yeah. It was, I don't know, the thing in my dream looked a lot worse than that. But I was trying to you know, make it make sense. The thing in my dream didn't make sense, but it kind of looked roughly like that. It was like a manta ray, but like a centipede manta ray with like a face underneath. So that's what I tried to do. Yeah. Anyway. Anyways. By the way, Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, best Scooby-Doo the whole time. You cannot tell me otherwise. Eat. You'd eat this guy? He'd probably taste like crab or something, I'd imagine. But anyways, we're probably gonna stop the stream here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Lumps, for staying around for so long. Thank you, Zero. Thank you, Far. Thank you, Tyson, for joining me. Thank you, all the lurkers. If I missed anyone, my bad. I think there's also, yeah, a chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Successfully connected. Thank you for that message, YouTube. Yep, bye-bye. Life lesson of the day. Don't eat random Digimon. That would be bad for both you and them. Ouch. I'll do my best. Well, thank you, everyone. Hopefully you have a good week, and if you don't have a good week, hopefully you have a good month. And if you don't have a good month, hopefully you have a good day at least. At least the next few hours are hopefully good. I feel like I need to stop telling people good luck solely for the fact that I've had so much bad luck that I feel like I've been accidentally giving away all my good luck. Yeah. But like, I don't know. I feel like cause like whenever I say good luck, right? I'm just like, oh, you know, I used to say it a lot, right? But now I've been trying to tone it down because like for some reason, like there's been so many things happening. Like holy shit. I think it's like 12 things of varying badnesses happening in the last since March, I think. Right? And it's been got exams in 2 months, wish me just I'll wish you single luck. And then hopefully you'll get it on that try. You shouldn't need luck to solve your exams though. You need knowledge for that one. So study up. Learn some shit. You got this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not gonna explain every bad thing that's happened to me in the past while. Just know it's been not the worst, but it's not been great. Look for your memory. Just take there's omega-3 in like fish. Just eat a lot of fish, or take like the little vitamin orange bits. Oh dang, I know. Oh dang, I don't know. I can say some of the smaller ones, like when my car got hit, or when my fencing bag strap broke, or when yesterday one of my keychains broke. Well, my second keychain broke because the first one also broke. Will you guys better? Thank you. You're so kind. It'll probably get better, and if not, it'll get worse. And then, if it gets worse enough, I should be able to wish for superpowers, because that's how life works, right? One would hope. Man, if I could wish for any power, I want the wish to use any fucking magic I want. And then I'll be a fucking god of this world. Right? And then that would be the most useful thing. That would be worth all the shits that's been happening. Right? I'm like, oh. I've also had to be, you know what's sad? I've also had to be extremely careful with my car now. Because it got hit and now I'm paranoid it's gonna get hit again. Because the first time, everything that's happened to me is generally outside my control, except for when yesterday the keychain broke earlier today as well. It got worse. It's not a keychain. It's like, how do I say this? It's a hand sanitizer thing that I attached to my keys, but like it just fucking snapped in half today. When I went to get groceries. Paranoia hits you hard, literally. Right? But like when my car got hit, now I'm like, cause like what happened was the other car, they weren't in park. They were like in neutral for some reason. So they like slid out of their parking spot and hit my car while my car was also parked, because like no one was in either of the cars at the time. So their fault technically, but I felt bad for them because apparently when they were talking to the officer or whatever, they were like, you know, it's my first time that this has ever happened, and they were like pretty old, and I'm like, oh, I feel kind of bad. But yeah, now I've had to, because of that, I've had to check if my if the if my car's in park, that's what it is. I've had to check that a lot. And it kind of pisses me off that I have to do it. Because it's like, because I've always had that thing where it's like, oh, did you lock the front door? I don't know. Did you lock your room door? And it's like, fuck, now I need to put on my glasses and turn on the flashlight, you know? Like, it's like shit like that. But like, it just like, every time it happens, or every time I need to do it, it's like a waste of a minute, right? It's kind of annoying. Yeah, I also don't recommend having your car get hit. Because, oh my god, did that suck. Ah. Yeah, that's not even the worst thing that happened. That's not even the second worst thing that happened. I think that's the third worst thing that happened. But anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to the bad luck stories. Don't pity me. I don't like it when people pity me. I don't think anyone recommends that. Well, okay, here's the thing. Unless you want insurance money, that's the thing. If your car is really super fucking old, and then maybe you want it hit or something. I don't know. I think my aunt's car got broken into and destroyed like 3 different times. Yeah, it was broken into twice and it was stolen once. I'm just like, why? I was like, how are you still okay with a car? Like, goddamn. The world's wild, man. I've been nearly T-boned by so many people in sports cars. It's gotten to a point where if you see a sports car, just don't go near it, man. They like to drive. Well, anyway. No, I haven't got hit by a sports car yet. I shouldn't say yet. Well, hopefully I don't, because that would suck. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope the rest of the stream wasn't as negative as this part was. I hope this part wasn't too negative, because I didn't mean it to be. Because I personally am fine, except for like that one part like an hour ago when my leg fell asleep. I think that's like the worst thing that's happened today. My leg fell asleep. Well, I guess it's also when my hand sanitizer thing broke. But like, this thing's old. I've had it for like 5 years. What's worse is when like the actual keychains break. Because like, one of my Face Connect VTuber keychains for my keys broke. So I had to replace it with Mordred from Fate keychain. Anyways, see y'all later. Bye-bye.